Episode 7 of Gotham High.
Yep. We didn't have as many feelings in Clock Towers this time. We had feelings in more random places, though.
Yeah, still full of conversations that shouldn't be taking place, but are taking place. So there is that.
Have they ever heard of the concept of place and time? Because
I don't believe
time
they
and
have.
place, I mean,
I don't believe they
clearly
have.
not.
That whole end scene, where she's like, "Oh, Gotham's. It's all about Gotham's survival." It just reminds me of Arrow season 1. It's like Gotham's going under the undertaking. It's the undertaking. Gotham.
The difference is I'm rooting for the undertaking this time.
Exactly. It's like it can't happen. It can't happen soon enough. Like, oh my god.
I was earnestly rooting for Oliver. I can't say that about these people. They're all so annoying.
Oh
And why
my
is
god.
the Joker's daughter being the one that actually is acting like Batman? First of all,
Yeah. I don't know. I don't get this writing in this show at all. Like people are
it,
acting like other characters. They're not acting like they're supposed to. I don't understand the direction in which these writers are taking.
and Robin was supposedly trained by Bruce. I'm like, that's the kind of shit Bruce would do without hesitation.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know about cutting off a woman's oxygen supply, but pretty much everything else.
Yeah, everything that Joker's daughter was doing, like she would have done it. Like he would have pretty much done that. Like she's literally took Batman's role, and this Robin character was just along for the ride. And I don't understand why she wasn't, in her costume, so to speak. Like everybody's just got their faces out. Like I don't understand like what's going on. Apparently anonymity is not a thing in this show. It's not a thing. Even when Batman's son or supposed son, Turner Hayes, even when Turner Hayes and the other kid were talking to that one detective lady, I'm like, even though we can't see your face, like we still recognize your voice. Like at least Batman had like a voice modulators where like you really couldn't tell who it was behind it. But with this fucking shit show, like clearly, like it's Turner Hayes. I don't understand, man.
And I feel like seriously, these masks, the masks they were wearing, were Incredibles level.
Yeah,
They affect nothing.
they affect absolutely nothing. They're just so cheap. Oh my gosh. I honest to God, Matisse, I don't even know what this episode was about. Like, did they even explain what the deal with the art was other than it was Alan Wayne's art? Was there any other significance to this art?
Just the very end where they burned it off, and it looks like a plant of, was it the sewers or something? Power
I,
plant, something.
is that what it was? I couldn't catch it. I didn't catch that at all. I don't know. I'm
I would
just
have brought a lighter. I would have brought a lighter to threaten the damn paintings. I mean, that would have been my play. Let them
yeah, but it
let
seemed
them
like
go
they were
or
just
we'll burn the painting.
yeah, but it seemed like they were just burning the paintings anyway. So they
Well, yeah,
probably
but they wouldn't have. But the heroes wouldn't have known that.
yeah, but they didn't have to tell them that either. They can be like, okay, burn it then. And then the heroes burn it and then they kill everyone because that's what they wanted in the first place.
Just, I don't know. The whole thing is like, whole thing is just stupid.
Yeah, it's CW writing. I mean, the lines they pull out, talent, talented.
Yeah,
The
and
lady
then
the
the
lady's an
freaking
old bat.
the one fight they actually should be able to just brute force their way through, they can't. But when they have no business winning a fight, they
Oh,
just
yeah.
run through it.
Oh, yeah. The girl bosses in the show completely take down 200 plus pound men with ease. Yet when it comes to a very elderly, uh,
A
older
70-pound, like 90-year-old woman.
oh, yeah, she has a real hard problem, real hard problem taking her down. Oh, man. This show is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Gosh, just these people are stupid. I don't even. I mean, for God's sake, what was the other thing? They didn't do any overt. He's Two Faced today, guys. He's Two Faced, so that was good.
Yeah,
Um,
I guess. Yeah. Although he couldn't wait for the one guy to be 6 feet under before he started plowing his wife again. So,
but seriously, what's so hard about getting a divorce?
yeah, she's like, "Oh," he's like, "We can't do this because you're married." And he's like, "Well, maybe not." And then she's like, "Oh, yeah, if he died." I'm like, "Well, you were like, how about just get a divorce?" Like, why does someone have to
Yeah,
die?
that's the thing. Like, get divorced, and then when you get divorced, you know what that's going to do to that guy's poll numbers? They're going to tank.
They're gonna tank. Yeah,
Then Harvey wins the mayoral race, and then you guys can get together because if that's what you got, what you wanted, so who gives a shit?
oh, man. The logic in this fucking show, man. The logic. Makes no sense. None. Was there any what I'm trying to think what else fucking happened in this show. I
Oh, they restated that that woman's motivations. I'm married and I'm not in a happy marriage, and I want you. It's like, didn't we
right.
have this discussion like last week?
Yeah. It's a lot of redundancies, a lot of repurposed dialogue. This show is it's bad. Oh, and then, I like I said, I'm like really waiting for the episode where they just bring up the Lazarus pit. Yet they're kind of insinuating it's more like a serum or a juice or something. I'm like, okay, so it's Lazarus juice. Like, I mean, unless they completely make up some bullshit, I'm like 99% sure it's gonna be the Lazarus pit.
Either that, or they're gonna bring back Mirakuru back from Arrow in the hopes that people will be like, "Oh, I remember what that is. I remember that."
Yeah, yeah, they'll do the thing. Oh, maybe they'll just have that tea that Oliver drank, when he got stabbed through his body and thrown off a cliff. Maybe it's all in the tea, the magical herbs.
Yeah, no kidding. That I mean, like the one time they stole that piece of art, and then they're just screwing around doing nothing. I'm like, okay, um, you literally caused an explosion to make the door fall off its hinges. People would come running. You wouldn't
People
have
would
90 sec. You wouldn't have 60 seconds. They'd be within 10 seconds. They would run to figure out what the hell just happened.
precisely, precisely. People would come running. Yeah, oh my, like everything about this show was just awful, awful. Ugh, man, I don't know. Do you have anything else you want to talk about in this freaking show?
Stop name dropping the Gotham Knights. It's a stupid ass name to begin with. It only makes sense in the context of the game because it's the Dark Knight. Stop name dropping. It's annoying. It's not
Yeah,
clever.
every other scene they just want to drop Gotham Knights, Gotham Knights this, Gotham Knights that. I'm so over it all.
How does no training Turner Hayes know how to throw a batarang to the point where it ricochets a bullet into a woman's leg?
Because the plot needed him to. That's the only thing I got. The plot needed him to be
Oh,
able to do that.
I still can't get over that Duella couldn't like just brute force her way through a 60-pound soaking wet elderly woman, but she can easily run through 200 plus pound guys.
Hey man, she's a girl boss. She's a girl boss when they need her to be a girl boss, you know? That's what it is. She's a girl boss when she needs to be a girl boss.
Oh, they brought back the McKillens. That was their feelings in hallways discussion,
Oh yeah, the McKellens. The McKellens are back. The McKellens.
and he's just a giant simp.
Oh yeah, they cucked him hard.
I mean, he
Yeah,
was already bad, but
yeah.
that's all there is to him. Like, he's just simp turned up to 11.
Yes. Yeah, he's only planted there just so he can be cucked and, to make I don't even remember what the girl's name is, but to make her look, you know, super awesome at whatever she does. So,
Oh, one other thing that they did say was, "What kind of art thief changes their MO?" I'm like, one that doesn't want to be like that's
yeah,
his
literally that's what I said too.
prehistoric
I was
art.
like, maybe a good one. Maybe a good one changed your MO, like, uh,
Adjusts based on where they're robbing so that they don't get caught. I don't know. Maybe that's just too big brained for this show.
I think so. I mean, we are talking about the same writers who wrote Batwoman, so
Oh, there
yeah,
were some Batwoman references too.
yeah, yeah, there were. There were.
References to another show no one watched.
Oh man, yeah. There were some Batwoman references. This show, this episode had it all. Had it all. I don't know, man.
Oh,
This is
the
a
other thing was the acting was trash too.
oh the
Just
acting's
in general,
yeah,
the
yeah, the
the
act.
one that
Hmm.
the woman Harvey is sleeping with, she needs to work on her acting skills. I don't know why, but you'd think a slightly older, more experienced actress would be better at it.
I wonder if she's just kind of phoning it in too.
Maybe.
I've seen her
We
in
know
like
Misha Collins is.
I think I've seen her before in different projects, and she's not horrible. But I get the sense that you do a show like Gotham Knights, and it's on the CW, and I feel like you're not really bringing out your A game, so to speak. That's just how I feel on the matter. You're not really
Fair
bringing
enough.
out. It's just a paycheck, so to speak. So